Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom, presenting 7 ways understanding and revelations colors my world. I now understand revelations. I ask myself, why does understand and revelations color my world? Because I audaciously realize understand and revelations infuse innovative vitality and visionary vibrancy of victorious acumen, dissolving monochrome certainty and unveiling the spectrum of limitless possibilities and scenarios of my desired life. Revelations expand perceptions. When rigid knowing dissolves wisdom, paints reality with a nuanced clarity. As understanding dissolves stagnation, and the mind no longer clings to fixed truth. That's the thing about the mind; it is fixed on what has occurred in your life, and that's your comfort zone. Even though it's parts of it we dislike, but it's still the comfort zone. Really shows you and has you cling on to your past events. And that's why when somebody comes up, they always remind you of something they thought you did wrong. That's the biggest lie in the world. You never have done anything wrong. Now you have opened up some hellacious awakenings for yourself, but it also allows you to understand whatever you think about is coming from. It activates the subconscious mind, frozen in time representation. So, and there is no such thing as truth, because truth is affixed from your opinions, viewpoints of business, and the way you've always looked at life. And it's never the way you expected it to be. But as you let go and rise out of the mind and the mindful truths, you move fluidly within unfolding your fresh insight to light your light of life. And then it attunes your mastery and awakens your present moment experiences. As life ceases to be a sequence of calculated steps and becomes an intuitive expression of sovereign movement. How's that feel? An intuitive expression of sovereign movement and wanderer's will, unleashing your thrill skills. Liberation ignites innovative emergence to flow through you, so you color your dreamer's paradises with pristine, colorful scenarios of your desired lifestyle. As knowledge confines and defines your life from yesterday, revelation liberates today. Open your trend setting optimism, dawning appreciation. Yesing you're a blessing to allow new paths of pristine inner scenery color your world with an effortless veracity. Is evolving as an evolving masterpiece, as my nowality is never static. Each insight opens and designs adventurous awareness, coloring my experiences with boundless revelations, colorfully expanding me through life with the greatest of ease. This awakened me when I asked myself this question: why is thought, knowledge, thinking, knowing dissolved through understanding and revelation? Because thoughts, knowledge, thinking, and knowing are structured of cognitive recalls and cognitions, often shaped by conditioned practices, habits, and perceptions. from yesterday. As the as the as the valid as valid understanding and revelation dissolve these limitations, because knowing is an accumulation. Understanding is an attunement to your desired lifestyle and your paths of enlightenment. Stored knowledge relies on past conclusions. And see, that's why knowledge comes from a book and it's past conclusions from somebody else. See, that's the thing about knowledge, thinking, knowing, learning. It all comes from outside sources. As your free-flowing inner energy is all about you, and it really flows from within you. But knowledge relies on past conclusions, while revelations unfold the present moment momentum for you to rise, shine, and enjoy your life your way. And something else, thoughts are never spirit. Thoughts create walls. Revelations remove the walls and opens up your liberating inspirations to rise, shine, dissolving the thinking that builds frameworks as here and now insight breaks barriers and allows you boundless perception of your desired lifestyle, opening up your sovereign savvy to stroll you through life with ease. As cognitions rely on assumptions. How much of our life do we rely on assumptions? I understand I have. We assume this, we assume that, and very soon when you assume, you make a nice out of me, and I've done that plenty of times. But as I opened up to realize understanding dissolves the assumptions and the thoughts, and thoughts from yesterday as thoughts, processes filtered experiences through programmed beliefs, opinions, and viewpoints, while revelations unveils a deeper clarity. And when revelations, the thing about revelations and understanding, you're never attached to yesterday. You're not attached to the theories of education or business or anything. You're in a streaming flow of energy when you understand and revelation. And revelations are spirit. But really, the clarity is a celebration, loving, appreciating, realizing internal tenacity as it jazzes your way through life, opens up the way for you to play on your beaches of bountiful bliss. And as thinking, knowing, and understanding knowledge is certainty. And certainty limits expansion as revelations activate mystical magistry within inside you, mastery within inside you. But as structured knowing dissolves, wisdom flows. And that's the thing about wisdom and liberation, where thinking, knowing, knowledge, and all your past stops, liberation, wisdom, insight, clarity now begin to win your wisdom, insight, nirvana within you. Wisdom flows effortlessly beyond self-prescribed conclusions. And how much of your thinking is prescribed conclusion using yesterday's events, encounters, and experiences as the way to go? As I now understand, life is grand. Life is grand for me to expand. But understand, you can use understand for thinking, knowing, and learning. I understand this. I don't have to go into the process of what I think and know everything is about. Understand is a present moment comprehension of what is going on, and allows me to listen and energetically hearken the events and encounters, the wisdom, and what everybody or anything is going on within them. As liberation thrives beyond the definitions of think, know, learn, and knowledge, true understanding rises above words, categories, and structured cognitions and cognitive recollections. And the biggest one for me was mindset resistance. Because when you say mindset, you're going to resist everything that's new and insist on staying the same. As I allow mystical mastery to emerge without confinement, to flow freely, streaming, sovereign savvy, to rise, shine, and understand why understand and revelations dissolve overthinking stress. How does that feel? Understand and revelations dissolve overthinking stress. Because clarity replaces chaos. Understanding untangles the mental loops of everything that we've done yesterday, and it takes the thinking, knowing, and the self and the unconscious frozen in time representation loops out of your life. And allowing your revelations to settle into an effortless flow of foresight, liberation, optimism, and wisdom. As veracity dissolves resistance. Veracity is I never lie to myself, and it's factual and accurate. As truth has your opinions, viewpoints, your thinking, knowing mind, and it just is a bind. Truth and reality are a fallacy, because truth is something you think it is. Veracity is something you understand what it is. As veracity resolves resistance, revelation rises, energizes perception beyond struggle, easing the tension rooted in uncertainty. Something I understand. I am the only one that can struggle in my life, and I do it from my habits and everything else. And I was good at it, but I got a class. I rose out of struggle. How does that feel when you say I rose out of struggle? Because struggle is all self-induced. That means we're thinking and we're not listening. We're not energetically listening, energizingly to energize and hearken the wisdom of the situation. All unsavory events, chaos, challenges, all that is an awakening, energizing your own talents. Something we've never really been showed in life is trusting our own talents. And something I'm really going to express to everybody. You are uniquely talented to rise, shine, and energize who you are. Energize the wise to waltz. Innovatively, streaming, enterprising wizardry sets you free from you. And overthinking thrives on doubt, insecurity, and immaturity. Pick me, I've been there. It's one thing I've really opened up. When you really can open up to laugh at yourself, you can start admitting things. And once you start admitting it, you set yourself free. And see, that's something a thinking mind and knowledge and egotistical arrogance and know-it-all ignorance, stubbornness, it'll never allow you to admit your challenges to you. That's all you're really doing in all this is admitting your own challenges, insecurity, drama. Drama and trauma is insecurity because we've used it to get attention. Who's done that? I have. See, it's so easy to just say, I have. And that's the end of it. Then comes the energetically the question, the inquisitive questions of all my life events for me to liberate me from me. That's what this is all about. When you can say, I liberate me from me, I set me free to feel rebellious, enterprising elegance, dance me on to my dance floor of health, wealth, and success. That's all it is. As insight solidifies, unnecessary, as insight solidifies and opens the pathways of enlightenment, dissolves unnecessary mental fixation about your life. See, the thinking, knowing mind can fixate and have a fixation about anything, especially if we allow trauma and drama. Trauma and drama is a fixation on something you've always done. And you're the one that liberates you from you on that. And the more I open up to understand all my challenges, all my life are mine, nobody else. I can blame it on them, but it never let me go anywhere. Well, it did. It let me fret, stew, and just live in the poopy do of never to. And I was good at it up until about 7 years ago. Now I realize if something out here is occurring, I just ask, why is it occurring for me? To set me free, to expand me out of it. Everything in my daily life is to energize my wizardry. Energize, liberate, fresh insight within me to take my flight of life, to lionize internal gumption, hellraiser tenacity. How does that feel when you say hellraiser tenacity? Because I am a troublemaker magician, freeing me from me. That's who he is. And see, another thing, present moment events, encounters, and images replaces the prediction and the stress of life. The only one that can stress you out is you. I make fun of this when I go to some place and they don't have it ready right away when I walk in. I say, how come it ain't ready? I'm an American. I can't wait for this. And all they do is laugh at me, and that's what it's for. You can laugh. You can release. Laughter is the best stress relief there is. All stress is fear and insecurity, immaturity, and all that other unwanted stuff you have. As stress arises from controlling the unknown. And one thing about it, life is unscripted, unexplained, uneducated, and it's about everything. But life is liberating invitations, fostering, emancipating, enterprising experiences for me to rise, shine, and energize my inner wise that chauffeurs me through life with the greatest of ease. As I expand, appreciate, streaming, elegance, appreciating me for me. That's the thing. Appreciate you for you. That's all there is. Because appreciation rises you out of forgiveness, expectations. Appreciate what's going on here and question what is right here. You energetically listen, inquisitively question, to understand and express revelations of the situation, and you get out of them thinking, knowing cognitions of yesterday. See, something I really opened up to is we're a peasant of our past. And we're a peasant to our ancestors' way of life, even though we believe the ancestors are way gone. But if you look at the world, we still have them mindsets, them third world enslaving mindsets within us, their programming. So when you can open up and admit and understand that, you can rise, shine, and energize the here and now with natural optimistic wisdom. And a wondrous thrill skills of energetic listening to rise, shine, and energize. Authentic understanding rises and energizes me and you as thought surrenders to, as revelation surrender to the attuned mastery awakens inner rising understanding and revelations. Increase the bottom line of your personal life and business. Because understanding and revelations expand the bottom line because they dissolve the blind spots. See, thinking, knowing, thoughts, knowledge, they have blind spots. You can't, and anything outside of that thinking, knowing framework we're afraid to look, and we're afraid to witness it and observe it and expand out of it. As we dissolve the blind spots, allowing you, our personal life and business to align with clarity, efficiency, and innovation. And here's why. Strategic precision, when businesses grasp deeper veracity about market shifts, their own business, and admitting to themselves their business, their work, their I call them autodidact entrepreneurs, but their workforce has as much to do with the bottom line as they do. But we've been taught in this world to look at the people that work for us as secondary people. But the difference between this is wisdom, understanding, and revelations are in the workforce. Egotistical, arrogant, know-it-all, ignorance, stubbornness, and hard-headedness is in the management, because I have to be right. I've been a foreman. I pulled that shit before. Oh, yeah. I get to look like the know-it-all dipshit. Sometimes I'm really good at being a know-it-all dipshit sometimes. But as I let go and listen, and I listen to the crew and how they wanted to do things, and I facilitated how they wanted to do things, everything become easier and the outcomes become quicker and more energetic. And about consumer literacy and internal dynamics, because when they do this, they move beyond reactionary decision making into intentional, sovereign prosperity and liberation. Liberated innovation is energizing revelations, dismantle conditioned assumptions, everything you think was wrong. It dissolves your overthinking and stressing out about situations, opening the space for innovative expansion and paths of prosperity moving forward. See, I took answers and solutions out of my life. I use pathways, because the pathway of outcome is never closed, of accomplished outcome. Solutions, you get binded, and then that solution, you try to take it with you, and then becomes a pollution. See, the accomplished outcome or solution or answer is a one-time thing. It's a tomahawk missile. It goes in, takes care of that situation, because the next situation is just a smidgen different. But if you try to use yesterday's solution on today's challenges, you're going to stay the same, but it's never going to rise you out of that solution. So that way, pathways of enlightenment clear the way to illuminate trails of triumph. Chauffeurs you down to your beaches of bountiful bliss, because you understand the situation and express the revelations that rise you out of it. And the expansion and pathways transcend competition and driven stagnation. Here's something it is. All the stuff you think is going on in the outside world is in here. The outside world is innocent. It's just showing us our limitations, our bliss. It's showing us everything we desire, but it's how we think about it. We think the outside world is against us. Well, the outside world isn't against us. And if you listen to the world today, most people's victim thinking they're owed something, and the outside world and somebody else owes them something, is why this world is stuck in the muck of yesterday. Trust and authenticity cultivates understanding, fosters rebellious leadership, deep customer loyalty, and empowered autodidact teams to operate from mastery, not survival mode dependency. How does management create survival mode dependency in their business? But as you let go of the survival and rise out of the survival mode dependency, you open up your acumen, ability, agility, audacity, and prosperity. Businesses that embrace liberated perspectives recognize scarcity as an illusion, pivoting effortlessly toward sustainable abundance rather than fear-based accumulation. And see, this is something that I've really awakened to. Most CEOs and owners of business may make a lot of money, but they have a poverty consciousness, and the scarcity is there's a never enough. And that's why the world is in the challenges, because there is enough for everybody. And you're enough, I'm enough. But we think if we cut a corner here, we save $500 because we didn't get a piece of equipment, then we turn around and do the add up. It cost us $6,000 when $500 would have saved us $3,000. Fear of prosperity and easy outcomes is the biggest challenge business people in business, me, you, everybody faces, because we're looking at the dollars and not the outcome. Why is understanding and revelations free-flowing, energizing intuition, innovation, inspiration, imagination, energizing artistic artistry paints my world with love and leisure and fun. Understanding and revelation remove all cognitive recall barriers, allowing wisdom to flow freely into intuition, innovation, and artistic expression. And here's why. Revelations dissolves limitations and dissolves imposed narratives fade as intuition rises, effortlessly awaken my trend-setting tenacity. Understanding ignites innovation. Unrestricted perceptions fuels imagination, innovating inspiration into artistry. Imaged inspiration is the artistry of your dreams. As an energetic flow activates expansion, as wisdom is felt and never forced, joy and leisure emerge naturally through your daily experiences. Innovation thrives in liberated spaces. As structured cognition dissolves, new visions unfold. Love and artistry are the expressions of freedom. As perception and innovation is unbound, innovation flows and reflects the depth of liberated, savvy, engendering, and enterprising wizardry. As I open understanding and revelations, rise me out of thinking, knowing, learning, and thoughts, because understanding and revelation bypass structured cognition, dissolving thinking, knowing, learning, and thoughts loops that keep looping the same story, activates sovereign attunement beyond my mental framework and constructs. As my pure clarity opens my heart and soul, unfolds instant awareness for me to enjoy today my way. And I want to thank everybody for listening, and I will see you Tuesday. Thank you.